Hello, my beautiful people. It's your girl Jenny Clayton, and welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Of course, this is the #1 channel that will bring you amazing topics that can be discussed all over the world. If it is your first time, please don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You'll be the first person to watch this amazing video. First of all, today I'm blessed to have our one and only presenter, Ali. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm also fine. Thank you so much for having me. Though nimekuja nimechelewa, but I'm really sorry for keeping you waiting.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
How have you been anyway?
Mimi niko poa, kazi iko poa. Yeah, namshukuru Mungu. Kupambana tu, you know.
So, since I was coming out, I had this question in my head. You said you are in a relationship right now, right? And you're with Medina. Can you please just give me a sneak peek of what your love life is like?
My love life right now is it's a very beautiful life. I think I have 5 women in my life right now. I have my daughter, who I love very much. I have my wife, who I love very much, and my mother, and my 2 sisters. So, yeah, I think that is basically the people who are the women who are forming, you know, maisha yangu ambao they've been very supportive and they've been part of my life.
Yeah. For the period of time that you have been living your life, let me say with Medina or maybe with your family, are there any, maybe let me say, your lowest time where you had and you cannot forget it? Maybe you'd like to share us with the camera. You know kila mtu anakuanga na, but there are some you can't share, but there are some you can share. Maybe if you can share with us.
Yeah, ziko nyingi sana. I think before fame, probably even during fame, kumekuwa na hizo long moments. As a human being, lazima ukuwe nazo. There are times probably things will not go the way you wanted or you wished they would. There are times projects, you will start projects and they will fail miserably. Like for example, there's a big project we were doing last year which failed. Like we spent so much money on it. Like we lost, I cannot say the amount we lost, but we lost so much money last year. Then even when I started my content creation journey, it was difficult. I didn't have cameras like you guys. Like you guys are so blessed, you know, to have cameras. I started filming with a Redmi, you know. We started filming kwenye streets. We didn't even have locations to shoot. So the long moments ziko nyingi. Even during COVID, I lost a home. I didn't have somewhere to live. Yeah. So we've gone through so many things. So many people would see you online and think that maybe your life is easy. You have it all. You're from a rich family, but that's not normally the case. So to may go through a lot, but it's just that we keep on moving. No matter whatever you're going, no matter what you're going through, you just have to keep going.
So you know, people, just the way you mesema, people look at you outside there in the camera and they're like, you know, this person has made it. This person went through good life. You know, so maybe perhaps you have a story behind presenter Ali. Do you have a story behind presenter?
It's a very long one. I used to
just give it a nutshell.
I used to hustle at Kenya National Theatre for auditions. Yeah. I went for TV screenings. I got scammed. I got conned. I went for TV. I worked in a TV station for almost 2 years with no pay. You know.
Are you going to mention that?
I cannot say that because it's not even about the pay. But sometimes there are many things you get beyond the pay. Because I could say the skills I got, editing skills, presentation skills, and many more networks that I made there, I've actually been able to compound and help me in my life. So I'm just telling you that we've worked even with no pay for close to 2 years. Right now, I get someone and I tell them, I have a company I'm running. I'd like you to be my writer for like 3 months. You intern for free. I see your job. They're like, no, I cannot do anything for free. I know my worth. Yeah, I know, you know your worth, but I need to see that worth. So I'm just saying this to just tell someone out there, like, mimi nishawahi kufanya kazi more than 2 years bila kulipwa hata shilingi. Even my father used to tell me, are you really sure with this media thing that it's gonna work eventually?
Just to cut you short, please. Was this what you wanted to do? Being in the media?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was your dream to become a journalist?
it was my dream, like since childhood. Like I always wanted to be in front of the camera. I always wanted to be on radio. I always wanted to be on TV. All those things. Just being a journalist, I always had the love for cameras. I would see just someone, just carrying a camera, and I would just want to touch the camera nione. I always had this passion about the media industry. Yeah.
Okay, so another question, like you said you used to go to Kenya National Theatre. I get that when you're there, they're always choosy, like you go there for an audition but behind, did you ever like get the chance to talk to these people, like wakuweke tu pale ndani uingie once and for all? I mean, ilikuwa these auditions you go there but then they do not give you.
The thing is, we would go for auditions. For anyone ambaye shaenda kwa audition, you would perform and they would even clap for you. They tell you you've done a good job, we will call you.
So this performance, was it just about media or like acting, or only doing the presentation and stuff?
No. It was not only about being a presenter. It was even, I tried acting and failed miserably. I tried acting. I think I tried also presenting TV presentation auditions. I failed. I never got any chance. Like, walikuwa wananiambia bado huwezi, you cannot do this. But that didn't stop me. I opened a channel and decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this for myself. So it doesn't really matter what someone tells you. Many people will tell you that you can't do this. It's just up to you to prove to them that maybe that time I wasn't able to do it, or maybe you didn't think I can do it, but this is me actually doing it here.
Yeah, apart from being in the media, what else would you have done apart from it?
I don't know. I passed very well, by the way, in my high school exams. I got an A. So I would have done many courses. I had law in mind. I had medicine in mind. But then vitu vingine, some courses ambazo pengine ningetaka kufanya pia uwezo sikuwa nao, you understand, financially. So I ended up doing urban planning, and then which I deferred. I quit, for media.
Now, just an outside topic, do you believe in love?
Yeah, of course.
Could you just tell us how you believe in this love? Because a lot of people don't believe in love in this current generation. I
mean, you see, you cannot force someone to believe in something. Just like there are people who don't believe in God, and you cannot just tell them, there is God. They just ask you, prove to me. And maybe you won't have that proof. So the same as love. I am a living experience. I'm a testimony that love exists. I found a beautiful wife. We're married happily, and we have a kid.
What do you look up to, Ama? Who do you look up to in your life?
In life, I just look up to me. Like I just want to be a better version of myself each and every day. Like I want to be better than yesterday. I want to be a better version of me every day. If you look up to someone, you may end up being discouraged. That's why you're told, always make sure that you never meet your superhero, because the day you meet them, it's the day you'll see their flaws, you'll see their mistakes, and you'll be like, I don't want to be like this person. So always, work hard towards being a better version of yourself, because at least you're going to be better than yesterday. Someone told me, like, if you are better by just 1% every month, by the end of the year, you're going to be better than the person you are 12%. By the end of 5 years, you're going to be better 70%. By the end of 8 years, you're going to be 96% better. So just work hard always on just being a better version of yourself. This whole story of being told, look up to this guy, just come.
Now, who is your number one priority in your life?
Myself.
Like you don't have somebody like, my daughter, my wife, something like that.
I'm my number one priority, and then now my daughter would follow, my wife would follow, because if I am not in the best form of health, if I'm not in my best version, physically, emotionally, psychologically, I cannot even provide for my wife. I cannot even provide for my kids. I cannot even provide for my mother and my father. So you have to learn this, and this is very important actually. Always prioritize yourself first, so that you can be the best version of yourself, so that you can be able to serve even the humanity. I cannot serve be of service to humankind if I'm not okay mentally. I cannot do that if I'm not okay physically. If I'm not, kama sijakula saisi, I cannot serve. So always be a priority. You never say that you're gonna put your wife as a priority, your daughter as a priority. You have to make sure that you are okay first, so that you can be able to be of service to others in the best way possible.
There is this notion that goes that, like, let me just ask you, like, you have your wife, your daughter, and your mom, and they always ask, like, who would you choose first? Who would come first between your wife, your daughter, and your mom? You know, people are always like, my mom would come first, you know, my daughter would come first. Some will also prioritize their kids, but who would come first in your life when it comes to this arrangement?
It's a very diverse question that you wouldn't just answer and say my mom would come first. Mm-hmm. It actually depends on the circumstances, mm-hmm, and on the situations that are actually happening. Mm-hmm. For example, if it's about safety, my daughter would come first because hawezi akajichunga.
Exactly.
You understand? Mm-hmm. If it's about family, mm-hmm, my wife would come first because I'm trying to form a family with her. You understand? Yeah. If it's about something else, my mother would come first. In different perspectives, in different capacities, each and every one of them would come first. But I cannot just generalize and say who would come first, in what ways. But in different dimensions, each and every one of them would come first. Yeah.
Okay, so another question just to ask. I know we are almost up, but in your life, have you ever had something like, what are your biggest regrets? You know, we all have regrets in our lives, and sometimes we want to share with people out there, but we do not always get that chance. Or sometimes we die with these regrets on our own terms. So maybe perhaps if you have one of the regrets that you'd like to share with us, I'd really appreciate.
Maybe I really normally don't focus on regrets. I focus on learning from my mistakes, my past mistakes. But one thing I normally say is this whole YouTube thing. I just wish I had started it sooner, like earlier. I mean, I would if I had started it like 2 years before the time I started it, probably right now I would be far away. So that is the only thing that I normally just say, like, you know what, I wish I had started earlier. But it's not like a mistake. Yeah. It's not like something I regret a lot. It's just something that makes me know that if I have an opportunity, I just have to grab it right now and do it right now before someone else does it. That's all.
Do you have any hidden talents? Maybe perhaps singing, since you're somebody who, like, you are an artistic person, I can say, right? Because you are in the media 21st.
I used to draw a lot when I was young. I used to be a very good artist. I really don't know if I still have that talent. Oh yeah, and I'm a very good footballer. I can play soccer very well. When I was in high school, I used to play. When I was in primary, I used to play. It's just that time flies, and you know, you focus on other things and you forget on your talents, and you start working on other things that will give you money. I mean, we all know that. Yeah.
Now, which team do you support, since you are a good footballer?
Manchester United.
Lakini jana simlipigwa for. But anyway,
for me, it was just a bad day in the office.
I know, myself, I'm a Manchester United fan. So when I was watching the game, and we were like,
almost won.
We
almost won. Yeah.
But it happened anyway. Perhaps you have some of the few things or last words that you like to tell these people before we, finish.
I always say this for anyone ambaye shai kuni watch, kushare videos zangu, kucomment hata kama ni once, kusubscribe. Just I say thank you, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And I love you all so much for the love, for the support. Yeah, I'm just another guy trying to make it out there. Yeah.
So guys, that's it. I'll see you again, not same place but different location at different time. See you next time. Bye.